Students, let's discuss the circuit diagram. We know what is the circuit diagram. It comprises a cell, battery, plug, etc. Okay, so this is called the circuit diagram. Now we'll discuss what is the symbols. What is the symbol of each? Now you should know how can we symbolize in a circuit diagram. C is cell or battery. Cell, it is represented by like this, plus minus. Plus means the higher potential and the minus means that is the lower potential. Okay, battery is the combination of the cells, means where we add more than one cells, it is called the battery. Battery can be represented like this. This is the symbol, like this. Okay, I am adding the three cells here, plus minus and plus minus. Okay, so this is the battery. Now see what is the plug key. It is like this. Okay, or we can say it is like this also, plug key, or you can say it switch also. Okay, this is the symbol, and it is the on condition. That is, you can say it is the open circuit. It is for open circuit. Now plug key for the closed circuit, it is like this or like this. Okay, so this is the off condition or closed circuit, means now current can flow in this circuit. Okay, wire joint, how will show wire joint? Suppose this is a wire and you are joining another wire, so like this, make the distort. So this is the representation of the wire joint. Now suppose the wires crossing to each other. Okay, wire crossing to each other, then use a jumper like this. It is jumping. Okay, one wire, this is the second wire. And the electric bulb, how will show? Electric bulb make a filament like this. Okay, this is the symbol of the electric bulb. Now resistor or resistance, simply you can say resistance R, it is like this, because what is the use of the resistance or resistor? It slows down the current. That is, it is just like the speed breaker of the current. So it is just like the speed breaker. Okay, and the variable resistor, how will show? Variable resistor, it is also you can say rheostat. Okay, rheostat. So its symbol is, because it is the variable, make this arrow, it is the variable, or like this, you are varying. Okay, this or this. And the ammeter, you know, ammeter is the device which measures the current in the circuit. Put here A and show the plus minus. And the voltmeter, say it is V, plus minus. Okay, so these are the symbols of some commonly used components in the circuit diagram. So complete all these circuit diagram symbols in your copy. Now come to the another very important topic, that is, these are the symbol, ammeter A and the voltmeter V. Now come to the another very important topic, that is the Ohm's law. Very, very important for your exam, Ohm's law. Okay, Ohm's law actually explains about the flow of the current and the voltage. According to the Ohm's law, if temperature or other physical quantities remains constant, then potential difference across the conductor is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. It means, suppose it is a conductor, and this is the battery or cell connected here. Now potential difference produced developed across the ends is always directly proportional to the current flowing through it. Okay, so V is always directly proportional to I. If the temperature, remember, if the temperature or the dimensions, that is the thickness, etc., remains constant, then the V always directly proportional to I, or V is equal to IR. R is a proportionality constant which is known as the electrical resistance, or simply we say resistance. So resistance is the ratio of the V and I. Resistance is the ratio of the voltage or the potential difference across the conductor to the amount of current flowing through the conductor, V upon I. What is the unit of R? Unit of R is volt upon ampere. Volt, V means volt, I for ampere, current. So volt per ampere, or which is also known as the ohm. Okay, its symbol is omega. It is a Greek word, omega. So we can say 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt upon 1 ampere. Okay, if by flowing of 1 ampere of current, 1 volt potential difference produced across the conductor, then the resistance of the conductor is 1 ohm. You can make the sentence yourself. And since these are directly proportional, V and I, if we plot a graph between V and I, it is always straight line like this. Okay, so straight line graph shows always the relation of proportionality. So V proportional to I, this is the relation between the V and I. Now how can we experimentally prove it? How can we experimentally observe the Ohm's law? It is possible in the laboratory also. See how can we show Ohm's law. Take suppose this is a cell or battery. Okay, make connect it with the key. Okay, it is the cell. Okay, and suppose it is the ammeter. It is always in series, and suppose this is a resistor, and that is the conductor whose resistance you have to find, and this is the voltmeter across this conductor in parallel. It is always in parallel. So it is ammeter, and it is the voltmeter. Okay, now how can you find? See, when the switch is on, that is it is the closed, so current will start flowing. It is the plus, it is the minus, it is the plus, it is the minus. So it is the plus minus like this. Okay, so and this is the direction of current like this. It is the I, current will flow like this. So when we switch on the circuit, just read the reading of the voltmeter. This is the serial number. This is the reading of ammeter. Obviously it is in ampere. And the reading of voltmeter. Okay, it gives I, it gives V. Okay, it gives V. Now find the ratio, that is the resistance. which is V upon I according to the formula. So V upon I. So what we will do here, suppose take the first observation, the I is 2 ampere and the volt is the suppose 4 volt. Okay, so 4 upon 2, that is the 2 ohm is the resistance. In next time what we will do, use a rheostat also to change the amount of current in the circuit. I am making here like this, suppose like this, I am making the variable resistor. Okay, here it is the rheostat, you can say rheostat. Okay, now change the current in the circuit. So value of the I will change. Suppose it is 1 point, or you can say suppose it is 3 ampere. Okay, suppose it is 3 ampere. Okay, so in that case, read the reading of the voltmeter. Obviously it will be 6 in the same ratio. It is just 1.5 times, it is again 1.5 times. So again you will find the 6 upon 3, 2 ohm. Okay, suppose in third observation, suppose it is 5 ampere. Obviously it will be 10. It means 10 upon 5, it will come 2 ohm. So it will remain always constant because we are not changing the temperature of the circuit, and hence we can find the resistance always constant. So this is the experimental verification of the Ohm's law. Okay, in this way, and if we plot a graph between V and I, then we'll find a straight line graph which verifies that Ohm's law is true. That is, V always directly proportional to I. So this is about the Ohm's law. In next video we'll discuss about the conductivity, resistivity, and the combination of the resistances. Thanks.